And hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am John Breakdown. Welcome to the football roundtable. And forgive me, I'm battling a sinus infection, so my voice isn't necessarily where it needs to be. And this is kind of it's been a tough weekend for me. Alabama losing a heartbreaker of a loss to Oklahoma, and then my Chiefs losing to Denver. And for the first time in almost a decade, Kansas City will not be winning the AFC West, and my Alabama Crimson Tide can still make the playoffs. We don't necessarily have to, be in the SEC championship to go to the playoffs. We may actually have a home playoff in Tuscaloosa for the first time if we win out. We just have to beat Eastern Illinois and Auburn. So, which, if Ty Simpson can play better, I mean, we basically gave that game away to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, we were up 21-20, and then Ty Simpson fumbles the ball, and turnovers is what killed us. And I'll say this, for every football team, whether it's college or it's the NFL, turnovers will kill you, no matter what it is. And so a lot of people are saying that, Ty should be benched. But look, we haven't been able to, run the ball whatsoever the whole year. And that's what hurt us the most, because Alabama's identity at its core is running the football. We did it during Bear Bryant. We did it during Nick Saban's time. And apparently Kalen DeBoer and whoever his running back coach is cannot get Jam Miller, ever since his injury at Missouri, he has not looked the same. Darren Hill looks to be more of the answer there at the running back spot. And also big shout out to Primetime Sean Sanders. Prime is here. Prime is my co-host, and in the future, hopefully I'll be able to have Prime here on the show, and we'll be able to actually talk football. It'll be good to actually hear his voice once he actually gets a PS5. And you're absolutely right. Switching gears to the NFL, we have a lot of football to cover. Kudos to the New England Patriots, and kudos to Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. I knew when the Broncos drafted Bo Nix that Patrick Mahomes had a short window to win at least 2 more Super Bowls. I think Patrick will win 1 more Super Bowl before Andy Reid is done. I think Andy Reid has at least 1 more season with the Chiefs before he retires. I still think we can still make the playoffs. We're only 5-5. We can win the rest of our games and still make the playoffs. But our team hasn't really been healthy. We need a better offensive line. And also, if we lose and if we don't go to the playoffs, that means we get better draft picks and we'll be able to, draft and get better, which I think is what we need to do for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Falcons need a new head coach. Exactly. Also, can we just talk about Miami winning 2 games back-to-back for the first time all season? And also, shout out to Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. Way to go, OG. The young stud, Bryce Young, throwing for over 400 yards and setting a franchise record. Go on with your bad self. I mean, Bryce Young has Carolina looking like a playoff team. I don't necessarily think the Commanders are tanking. I just don't think that they have the necessary players to step up for Scary Terry and Jalen Daniels. Marcus Mariota's a great backup, but he's not a great starter. Okay, we should have never traded Brian Robinson to the 49ers because we don't have a running game. Dan Quinn was out of his mind. You do not trade a 1,000-yard rusher to a team that already has a 1,000-yard rusher. I mean, all he's doing is sitting on the bench behind Christian McCaffrey. I mean, me personally, I would rather see Dan Quinn get fired. Bring back Joe Gibbs. I would love to see Joe. I mean, Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs should come back because, my God, with the players he has now, he could win a Super Bowl. And yes, Dan Quinn's calling the defensive plays, and yes, he lost a heartbreaker to Miami in Madrid, but I think if the Commanders do horrible next season, Dan Quinn gets fired. I think the Giants should call Bill Belichick, even though Bill Belichick just told everyone that he wants to stay in North Carolina because he finally has righted the ship, even though they just got blown out this past weekend. They got blown out by Wake Forest, I believe. But like I said, Alabama can still make the playoffs and could still win a national championship this year. Even though it's highly unlikely, I don't think they will. Now, I had to restart my whole dynasty mode here on college football because my data got corrupted. Hell yes, I would take Lane Kiffin as my coach. Lane Kiffin has had the number one offense the last 4 years in college football. He has had the number one rated scoring offense. He has had the number one offense in the nation when it comes to touchdowns scored in the red zone. He's also had the top rushing attack in all of college football. Oh, and that's and therein lies the problem. Lane Kiffin is a great offensive coach, but he cannot coach defense to save his life, which is why he hasn't won a national championship yet. I mean, he's won one as a coordinator under Nick Saban, but in these 3 years he's been at Ole Miss, 4 years, he hasn't won a national championship, and finally he has a team that could potentially win it all. I mean, hell, I would release Kyler Murray and I would keep Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence actually has the tool set to be great. He looks good when healthy. If he has an offensive line around him, if he has a running game around him, I would sign Lawrence as my backup if I were the Commanders. Just saying. Just saying. Now, looking at the teams in the NFL, you want to know what team has surprised me? These three teams have surprised me in the NFL. The Indianapolis Colts, the New England frickin' Patriots, and the Denver Broncos. Honestly, I thought the Los Angeles Chargers were going to win the AFC West, but I mean, kudos to Sean Payton. Sean Payton has always been a fantastic coach, and when you give him a QB that has that arm, he's basically running the whole New Orleans Saints playbook. Being the head coach of the Broncos now, Bo Nix is putting up astounding yards, and he's getting a reputation of being a comeback kid. Personally, I think it's time for Andy Reid to get rid of Steve Spagnuolo. I think Steve Spagnuolo's had a good run, but his defense, once you've played against it multiple times, you tend to figure it out. Now, as you guys can see here on college football, it's Arkansas State versus Alabama, and as you can see my avatar, I am not the head coach of Alabama. I am the head coach of Arkansas State. So, and you can now. This is going to be a real challenge for me. But Prime, let me ask you this: do you think Ohio State is worthy of the number one ranking? Because Ohio State hasn't really played anybody since Texas. Now, the championship game that they have to go to, they're going to have to face Indiana. And Indiana has overcome a very good Penn State team. They've beaten every team thoroughly by 50 points or more. And Indiana is hungry. They relish being the underdog, and they love being in that underdog role. And also, by the way, everyone, if you could please wish Mrs. Breakdown and Sebastian well, keep them in your prayers. They're both kind of sick right now. And yes, I think Mac Jones is going to do fantastically. You know, honestly, I would keep him as the starter over Brock Purdy. Just saying. I don't think Brock Purdy has done enough.
I'm coming, Bash. Help. I'm coming.
And so Arkansas State has the ball first here. Oh, shit. No. Oh, fuck. I just got sacked. That was a horrible call by me. I'm not going to beat Alabama. Alabama's going to kick my ass here, apparently. 3rd and 18 is not where I wanted to be on my first drive here.
Hold on. Be patient. Oh, you okay?
Oh, that boy climbed the ladder. Did you see my tight end go up and get that? It's Mac Jones. Mac Jones, not Matt. Mac, M-A-C. You know, a lot of people used to say Alabama couldn't produce good quarterbacks. But, I mean, look at Jalen Hurts. Look at Bryce Young. Look at Mac Jones.
Child. Come here, foot. I know. Hey, wait on the booty, okay? Hungo monster. Really?
And my son just got out of the shower.
Can I put your diaper on?
He's a hungo monster. And Steph is officially in the 3rd trimester, so our daughter will be here. She can come anywhere from early December to late January.
No, early December would still be. I mean, she can, but.
I mean, sorry. Early December, late February.
Late December.
Sorry, late December, early February. Sorry, my bad, I can't speak.
No, come here.
Ow! Hi, Bash.
Come here. Hi, Baba.
And so I draw first blood here in Tuscaloosa against my favorite team. As I try to lead Arkansas State to a 2-0 start, we actually beat Florida State to begin the season. Hi, Bubba's. Oh, and roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker, you dumbass.
Come here, you. Bash. You want Hungo?
No.
You want Hungo? Okay, I gotta get you ready for Nene.
Now, I think Urban Meyer should accept the LSU job. If Urban Meyer wants to come out and coach again. I think if Daniel Jones, I hate to say this, but if Anthony Richardson can't come back healthy, and if Daniel Jones leads the Colts to a Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl,
No, wait.
you know,
Come here. Hey, come here, please.
I think Daniel Jones should stay with the Colts.
Dash. Please stop ramming into my uterus. We're not trying to expel your sister.
My son's on crack.
Come here. I can't blame the coffee anymore. He's not getting milk. Can I please put on your pants?
Justin Fields is a bum. Justin Fields, like the Steelers knew what they were doing when they let him go to the Jets, and the Jets wish they still had Aaron Rodgers.
Come here. Put on your pants, Hungo monster.
And Ty Simpson goes down.
I have to brush your teeth.
Now, part of me also wonders if Brett Venables didn't know our offensive play calling, because there have been reports of, Oklahoma sign stealing
Come here.
other teams last year. I don't know if it's true or not. And as you guys heard, James Franklin is in talks with Virginia Tech. So Tech offered him a $15 million deal, and Franklin turned it down. He wants a $40 million deal guaranteed for 5 years.
Nobody needs that kind of fucking money for a regular job.
Exactly. I mean, you couldn't win a national championship at Penn State, and they were paying you a boatload of money. I mean, my God.
I don't care if they're Jesus freaking Christ. They don't need to be making that kind of money.
And I tried to run the ball, and that did not work.
Come here.
Look, Myles Garrett should have fucking left the Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry, forgive my French, but I mean, he should have left.
Come here, puppy.
He should have absolutely left.
Yeah, it's the dinosaur that I need to watch because your sisters put it in their mouth and you put it in your mouth. It's a dog toy.
Rough.
Puppy. Yeah, puppy. Yeah, puppy.
And so now Ty Simpson throwing to Ryan Williams now. And right now, here with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter, I'm leading Alabama 7-0 with Arkansas State. This is painful. Because part of me wants Alabama to just like kick my ass, but at the same time, the coach in me is like, oh, hell no, you're not scoring any points on me today.
Bama sucks.
Hey! Get your Oklahoma Sooner loving ass away from me.
I'm not a Sooner fan either. I betray both the states I'm from.
Like, I had to hear it from everybody. Yo, AJ Brown is a prima donna. I mean, the Titans. That's why the Titans traded him. They didn't want him, and that's also why Mike Vrabel doesn't want him back on his team either. However, I'll say this: I think Drake May's the second coming of Tom Brady. I mean, my God. And let's not forget about the Baltimore Ravens. They won again today. Oh, he had that ball, you sumbitch. God bless, son of a mother. You see, I would probably get fined if I was actual NFL coach for cussing out the refs. Gonna go with the draw play here. I just need the first down. Just need to go down already. You don't need to run anymore. Just go down. Look, it's Pete Carroll's first year as the Raiders head coach. Give him time. The Raiders haven't been the Raiders since John Madden left the building. And that's pass interference. I think I'm just outside field goal range, actually. Yoink.
Miss.
No. Hey. Don't troll me.
I'm always going to troll you.
But you'll never go to a football game with me. Oh, God, he's going to... Oh, I almost threw an interception. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. I can't see what I'm actually doing.
Old man reverence.
Look, I need LASIK, okay?
Unfortunately, LASIK may not help your case.
I got glaucoma forming in my eyes.
Yes, from your diabetes.
Yep. It is irreversible, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You can have surgery to actually remove it.
Yeah, and I also know that you could have gone to the appointments.
I did go to the appointments.
You didn't. Not the one for the glaucoma specialist.
I kept rescheduling with them, and they never called me back.
Yeah. Kept rescheduling.
Well, I'll find one here in Oklahoma once I get insurance. Me personally, I would probably hire John Gruden because someone that can restore that culture, you know.
I don't understand football.
All right. And you see, Mike McDaniel, the head coach of Miami, might have saved his job with the Dolphins beating the Commanders today. But get in! All you had to do was fall! Why did you keep churning? You just had to fall in the end zone. Like, I would either hire John Gruden, Bill Belichick. Hell, I would even call Bill Parcells and see if his 70-year-old ass wants to come back and coach, you know? Or I would make a phone call to Tom Coughlin. I don't know if Tom Coughlin is still in the NFL or if he's in an advisory role, but I would call him to do like a help with like a coaching search, you know? Yeah.
Would you have hired those coaches that you respect so much based on their first year?
Well,
based on their first year performance as coaches.
Yes.
You feel like even in their first year, if they lost.
You see, if I was an owner, so here's the thing. If I was an owner, I would give my head coaches and their staff a 5-year period. Okay. You have 5 years to turn the franchise around. Say our first year is 7-7. I'm like, okay. So all we can do is go up. The next year you go 11-5. Okay. We get to the championship game, but we lose. Okay. The following year we go 4-12. We have a bad season. We get injury plagued.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know, but here's the thing: I know the coach can turn it around because he came in, and we got to seven wins.
Well, a lot of these coaches aren't being given that opportunity.
Yes, and you see, that's the problem with today's game. The owners want instant gratification. They want instant success, and that's also what the problem is in college football.
And how many teams are there, too?
Yes.
That can only get that one championship.
Because, see, here's the thing. Brian Kelly was a decent coach. He had a winning record. He was 34 and what, 34-21 in LSU, but could never make it to the SEC championship game. But you also have to remember in the era that Brian Kelly and all these coaches were coaching in, Nick Saban's gone, Urban Meyer's gone.
Their era is gone.
The only two coaches.
Did you drink that lemonade?
No, I threw it away.
Okay.
That's empty water bottle.
Okay.
Of just water. The only coaches currently that are in college football that have won a national championship is Dabo Swinney and Ryan Day of Ohio State.
Why did I think you said Dabo Swinney?
And Clemson may be getting ready to fire Dabo. So I'm going to pick the Cowboys tomorrow because I just think the Cowboys, look, it's two really bad teams, and Jerry Jones is fucking delusional for thinking his Cowboys were going to make the playoffs anyway this year. I'm sorry. Jerry Jones just needs to go ahead and sell the team. But But oh, nope, sorry, Ryan. I will double cover your ass. I'm not going to let you burn me for a touchdown. But if I were the Giants, I would call Nick Saban, because Saban had a brief experience in the NFL, but I also think that Saban's too old to coach in the NFL. 74, man, is just. All right, you got a question for me. All right, lay it on me, Prime. What is your question? I didn't think I'd be up on Alabama 14-0 with only 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the first half. I'm actually kind of stunned that I haven't turned the ball over and that I'm actually playing adequately. I could not English. I need Webster. Oh, okay. So that is a. Oh, how do I answer that? All right. Let me put it to you like this. Todd Bowles has done a good job as Tampa Bay's head coach. He has the quarterback. Baker Mayfield can win Tampa Bay a Super Bowl. I think they could do it this year, because Baker Mayfield is playing at a MVP level. I think he's outplaying Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Look, I think if Tampa Bay doesn't make the playoffs, that's when you fire Todd Bowles. Because Bowles has kept a lot of Bruce Arians' staff from when they won that Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Now, Liam Cohen, who was the offense coordinator for Todd Bowles, is the head coach of Jacksonville. And Liam has turned that franchise around. He's getting a lot out of Trevor Lawrence and company. So we will see how farther that coaching tree goes. But I do think Dan Quinn will lose Cliff Kingsbury as his offensive coordinator if the Commanders don't make the playoffs. Yoink. Now, Travis didn't say this was going to be his last year as a Chief. Oh, you had it. Why'd you drop it? Oh, you dumbass. Why'd you? Oh, my God. Get on the bench. Oh, my God. I would trade Godwin. Because you're going to need draft picks. Whoever, I mean, if Tampa Bay was smart, like how the Saints were, I really think the Saints should have traded Olivier. What's the flag on? Oh, come on! Why are you going to hold? Come on! You're the running back. You're not supposed to hold. Come on now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can anyone catch a ball? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing the coach in me come out now. Third and 18. So now you can see number 3 here for Alabama. You can see how they've lined up in the box, and you can see that they're looking at the quarterback size. Run, motherfucker, run! You know what? I am punting the ball. I am not going to go for it. They were ready for that play action pass. I am just going to go yoink. I will trust my defense to hold Ty Simpson and company. We got 2 minutes before halftime. I am just going to trust my defense and pray to the football gods that I don't lose this. Oh my God. No. Come on. Seriously? You were right beside him. You couldn't. Oh my God. You had one job. Oh my God. I'm sitting here screaming in Prime's ear. Prime's like, calm down, son. Calm down. Sack. There we go. All right, let's... If I was the Vikings, I would have traded for Kirk Cousins. I would have sent J.J. Carr. I would have sent J.J. I would have sent J.J. to Atlanta for Kirk Cousins, because Kirk should have never left Minnesota. He should have retired a Viking. And there's a flag, and Alabama's going to get first down. Roughing the kicker! Really? Come on! He was nowhere near the kicker! Oh, my God. And Alabama scored, like I knew they flipping would. Well, so it's 14-7. Nail biter here in Tuscaloosa. We're on the road. Prime's like, you good, John? No, I'm not good right now. Oh, God. I'm actually livid right now. Get rid of it. You know what? I got 44 seconds. All right. It's that 2-minute drill. So I'm about to show you guys how you get down. Time out. All right, let's get out of this single back formation here. And let's make Alabama work here to stop me, because I'm going to do a bit of trickery now. Get that first down. Got to go to the no huddle. I'm going to get into field goal range. Hopefully, hike the damn ball. There we go. Yoink. Get out. There we go. All right. So in basketball, in the old days in basketball, when you had a successful play, you would run it over and over and over again until the defense figured it out. Same way Bear Bryant taught his players back in the 70s, 60s. And you run it to perfection. What am I doing? Oh, God. Oh, damn. I picked the wrong play. I got too busy talking. I was not watching what I was doing. Dumbass. Okay, I just shot myself in the foot. Yoink. All right. Come on. All right, I got 1 second. I got 1 second. Oh, boy. Oh, they blocked it! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, you sons of bitches! I don't know whether to be impressed or shocked, but fuck! I was going for the lead! I was going for the lead! Personally, I'm more of a defensive-minded coach because I can break down a defense. Offense, I'm kind of one-dimensional. I would just run the ball till either A, you stop me, or B, you force me to pass. I am very, very old school. When it comes to offense, I believe that if you have a good running game, you can make any defense run east to west and wear their ass out, which is exactly what Oklahoma did to Alabama. And Ty has plenty of time here.
Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Fumble!
So, I heard that, trolley woman. And so now you see here, I'm in my nickel defense, and I'm going to force Ty to throw to his running back. Now I'm going to go a bit man coverage here to see if I can maybe force a turnover. Well, how did he catch that? What the hell? Okay. That was okay. All right. Don't know how the hell he caught that, but okay. And now Ty's going to run. I forgot he could run. And now this is where my defense needs to learn how to tackle. Come on, boys, tackle. Damn, come on, can we get some pressure? Bama's just bullying my defensive line in the ward of the trenches right now. Yep. Can we not play gap sound football? I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm over here. You see, this is one of them drives that Alabama needed against Oklahoma. One of them soul-crushing, time-consuming drives. And Ty's going to hold on to the ball, and that gets a sack. Now, you see, Giants, if you want to give me a call, New York, I would gladly accept the head coaching position of the New York Football Giants, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Mama. Hi, Papa.
And besides, I'm not going to move my family all the way across the states again to the East Coast. No, thank you. Denied! And so now Alabama's going to try and make this a 14-10 ball game. Oh, and we block it!
Papa.
And we recover the football!
Here you go.
Oh, happy day, Halukale! I may actually escape Tuscaloosa with a win. Gonna go for that jet sweep. Block for me, block for me. Why is no one blocking for me? Come on! Look, when we do a jet sweep, we all shift to the right. Damn! I'm gonna make y'all do fucking laps. Well, that wasn't going to happen. I actually think Indiana's quarterback's going to be the number one overall pick. Fabio Mendoza. Oh, and I turned the ball over. Well, fuck me. My tight end wasn't even looking. Oh, I think Indiana's quarterback, Fabian Mendoza, is going to be the number one overall because I don't think Ty's going to leave. Maybe. I hope not, but I mean, we'll see. Get him! There we go. Good defense. Good. Thank you. Put his ass on the grass, please. Keep them out of field goal range. My son sounding the war cry. Well, that's not what I wanted. I think Arch Manning should leave Texas because I don't think Steve Sarkisian's the right coach for him. I don't think that system's right for him either. He has looked very uncomfortable, and God damn it, Shackle Jam Miller, son of a bitch! Can no one tackle? For fuck's sake, he just chugga, woo woo! He just ran right over my ass.
Are you brushed again? Huh? Are you ready for your teeth to be brushed?
Damn!
You want to help mommy pick up your toys?
No.
Ready to pick up your toys?
Come on, boys, hold him to a field goal. Come on. We got one more quarter.
John, volume, please.
Sorry, the passion's spewing out of me right now.
Yes, but you're deaf. We are not.
Prime is probably laughing his ass off. Who do you think's gonna be the number one overall pick? Because I don't think it's gonna be Archie. Fourth and goal. Are they gonna go for it? Yeah, but where in the SEC? Are you going to coach at LSU? Are you going to coach at Kentucky? And the Alabama Crimson Tide turns the ball over. Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen, you better get your popcorn ready because we're witnessing an instant classic here between two defenses. Woo! Oh, look at me go. Whoop! You think Coach Prime should coach at LSU? I mean, can LSU afford him? I mean, my God, his buyout right now is like, what, 40 mil? Maybe? All right, let's go back to that single formation here because they're expecting me to pass here. I got man-on-man here against. And I'm just going to go right up the middle, and I'm going to go untouched. And that's the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the fourth as Arkansas State clinging to a 14-7 lead over number 9 ranked Alabama. And there you see the team stats here. Alabama, 153 yards passing, 18 rushing yards. Again, Alabama has not been able to run the ball all season. So let's see here. What am I going to do here? I'm going to... Yeah, but you see, though, I would rather Coach Prime come to Virginia Tech, because I would love to see Deion coaching at Virginia Tech, because, man, Virginia has a lot of good football players. Oh, number 3 was blocked. All right, So 3rd and 7 now. Or I would even love to see Deshaun Jackson get the call to become the new head coach of Virginia Tech. And touchdown, Arkansas State! There we go, boys! Hunter Summers. There's a name. Hunter Summers. And so Arkansas State takes a 21-7 lead. But don't think this ball game's over with, ladies and gentlemen. Alabama can still come back and make it close. All right, I'm gonna try and I need to stop them here. And you see, that's what led us to losing to Oklahoma. Ty Simpson carrying the ball. You're not a running back, Ty. You know, I'm also surprised, Prime, to see how well Chicago is doing. Caleb Williams is balling out. Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watching around the world. I'm your host, John Breakdown. Damn, Josh Cuevas. And Bama on the move. And that's going to be the 6th sack today. Look. Deshaun Watson should just retire. Deshaun Watson should. No one wants his massage Asian one and butt. He's a bum. He's like Jamarcus Russell. He's a bum. His best years were in Houston. And now 4th and 23 now. And now this is ball game here. And Alabama turns the ball over. Second and 13. Look, Deshaun Watson should just stay retired. And I think I've just about put this game out of reach. It came down to the 4th quarter, but it looks like I'm going to upset number 9 Alabama here in Tuscaloosa, which breaks my heart, but also makes me happy at the same time. As I try to lead Arkansas State to their ever first national championship. And their first ever Sun Belt Conference championship. They're in the SBC, which also, by the way, speaking of college football, the Montana Grizzlies are unbeaten in the FCS. Why are they not in this game? And that's the 8th sack of the night Alabama's offensive line is just looking horrible here. Bama eating a lot of time right now. And Ty's going to go down again, 3rd and 23. And Ty's going to throw it up there for Ryan Williams. 4th and 23. But you see, though, here's the thing. I think the Browns should fire their head coach. I think Kevin Stefanski is not the right coach. They haven't had a great coach. I'm about to play with house money. Use the New York Jets on Madden 25. You should Prime. Watch. Prime's gonna take the Jets to the Super Bowl on Madden 25. I would watch him live stream it. I would watch him live stream it. And flag as it was a delay of game. Jaden Rayner. And by the way, if you guys are wondering who the head coach currently of Arkansas State is, that was Butch Jones, the former head coach of Tennessee. Now, Florida wants Lane Kiffin, and if Florida gets Lane Kiffin, that's going to be bad for everybody because Florida's going to be damn near unstoppable. I think Lane Kiffin should stay at Ole Miss. I don't think Kalen DeBoer is going to get fired, especially if we beat Auburn. Because if we win our last 2 games, we'll have a 10-2 record, which isn't bad. Oh, that's almost twice I threw an interception. Good God. And so Alabama's going to get the ball back here. And so with 1 minute and 27 seconds, there we go. Get him! 10 sacks. That's got to be a record. But Prime, I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Raiders tomorrow. I think the Raiders are tanking just to get a quarterback. I'm also glad that my boy Jalen Milroe's not playing or starting yet in the NFL. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, JBCW will be on Tuesdays. And turnover again, and I am not playing around. I'm gonna end this right here with a kneel down. You know what? I think that's that's an accurate prediction. 42 Cowboys, 14 Raiders. All right, and that should just about do it here. I could just simply let the clock run out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to. And I throw an interception. No, I threw an interception. I should have just let the clock run out. Damn it. I threw an interception. Not like it's going to matter, but damn. I think Shane Beamer, the head coach of South Carolina, should actually leave. Yeah. Or forward, Dak Prescott throws more interceptions than Geno Smith does. And so that's ball game, folks. Arkansas State, the Red Wolves upset the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide here in Tuscaloosa. And I get away with a win. I barely get away with a win. Jalen Raynor, the junior. I think that's the first time an SBC team has beaten an SEC team. So, I feel like a dinosaur. I go creak, creak, rar. So, and so there you see leveling up. And so we're going to go ahead to next week. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, no. So, by the way, in case you're wondering, so I beat Penn State 40-9. I beat Alabama 28-7. I have number 21 BYU comes to Monroe, Arkansas to face the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And so both BYU and Texas come to Arkansas State. Then I get a bye. Then I'm shocked. You try to use Old Dominion. And so if I beat BYU and if I beat Texas, I should get ranked. But I mean, we'll see. This is not going to be a very easy slate of games, especially since you guys see that I'm a one-star program here. I'm a one-star program. I am not used to being at a one-star program. They are so hard to coach. They're so hard to recruit for because all these, all the talent want to go to these three-star schools or four-star schools, so. But anyway, this has been the John and Prime Power Hour here on YouTube talking football, and we will see you guys next Sunday. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. We'll be talking more college and more football. JBCW will be on Tuesday, and we will talk about Monday Night Football. We will also talk about. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. She's actually getting on her computer. Do I still there? Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I picked up your son's room. You're good.
I was you leave me something to do. I feel like you just don't let me do anything.
Because I was giving your son a shower and you decided to play game instead of pick up his room.
I gave him medicine.
That's pitiful. That's pitiful.
It's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can say right now. But yeah, most definitely Appalachian State's the one that I am worried about because Appalachian State is known for upsetting programs. They did it to Michigan a couple years back. So, but for primetime Sean Sanders and myself, we will see you guys same breakdown time, same breakdown place.